Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome to chemistry online coaching classes. Today we are going to continue the chemical reactions of aldehydes and ketones. That is, third reaction is reduction reactions. Reduction reactions. So in this there are two types of reduction reactions. So first one A, reduction to alcohols. Reduction to alcohols, and the second one is reduction to hydrocarbons. Reduction to hydrocarbons. Okay, take first reaction, that is reduction to alcohols. Okay, aldehydes on reduction using suitable reducing agents such as lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride. So undergoes catalytic hydrogenation to give primary alcohols. Likewise, ketones on catalytic hydrogenation in presence of suitable reducing agents such as lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride to give secondary alcohols. That general reaction can be written as RCHO, aldehyde on catalytic hydrogenation in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, LiAlH4 or NaBH4. So on catalytic hydrogenation gives primary alcohols, that is RCH2OH. So examples for this reaction is, take aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde, CH3CHO. Acetaldehyde on catalytic hydrogenation in presence of suitable reducing agents like lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride gives CH3CH2OH. This is acetaldehyde on catalytic hydrogenation gives ethyl alcohol. Okay. So likewise, ketones, that is RC double bond O single bond R. Ketones on catalytic hydrogenation in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, so gives secondary alcohols, that is R single bond CH connected to single bond OH connected to single bond R. This is secondary alcohol. This is primary alcohol. This is secondary alcohol. This is ketone. This is the general formula for ketone. This is the general formula for aldehyde. So examples for this reaction is, if we take acetone, CH3CO, CH3, acetone on catalytic hydrogenation in presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, so gives CH3CH single bond CH3 single bond OH. This is isopropyl alcohol. This is acetone on catalytic hydrogenation gives isopropyl alcohol. This is secondary alcohol because the OH group is attached to secondary carbon atom. Here the OH group is attached to primary carbon atom. Therefore it is primary alcohol. It is ethyl alcohol. This is secondary alcohol. So this is about reduction to, that is alcohol. Second one, reduction to hydrocarbons. So this is very important. So in this class of reaction, there are two types of reduction. So first one is Clemenson's reduction. Clemenson's reduction. And second one is Wolff-Kishner reduction. So first one is Clemenson's reduction, second one is Wolff-Kishner reduction. So both this reaction has already been asked in the annual examination question paper for 2 marks and 1 marks. Clemenson's reduction as well as Wolff-Kishner reduction. So both are important. You take first one. So that is Clemenson's reduction. Clemenson's reduction. Carmel compounds. Carmel compounds. Whether it may be an aldehyde or it may be a ketone. On reduction with suitable reducing agents like zinc, amalgam and mercury. Zinc, amalgam and concentrated HCl, that is Zn, Hg and HCl. Reduction reaction takes place to give hydrocarbons. That general reaction can be written as Carmel compounds C double bond O. On reduction using suitable reducing agents, that is zinc, mercury, zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Reduction takes place to give hydrocarbons. CH2 plus H2O. You take 2 moles, 2 H2, this is to CH2 plus H2O. This is hydrocarbon group. Example for this one is, you take acetaldehyde, CH3, C double bond O, connected single bond H. Acetaldehyde on reduction with zinc, mercury and concentrated HCl. So name the reducing agent. So in the examination they will ask, so name the reducing agent used in Clemenson's reduction. You should have to write zinc, mercury and concentrated HCl. So reduction takes place to give CH3 single bond CH3 plus H2O. CH3 single bond CH3 plus H2O. So the name of that hydrocarbon is hethane, C2H6. Hethane. This is hethane. Hydrocarbon, hethane is formula. So aldehydes are reduced to, that is alkanes, hydrocarbons. Likewise, if you take acetone, CH3, C double bond O, single bond CH. This is acetone. On reduction with zinc, mercury and concentrated HCl gives CH3. Add here H2, CH2, single bond CH3, H2 combines with O, H2O. This is propane. So acetone can be reduced to propane by using reducing agents, that is zinc, mercury and concentrated HCl. And if you take another example, that is aromatic ketones, that is acetophenone, benzene ring connected to COCH3. This is acetophenone. Acetophenone on reduction in presence of reducing agents, that is zinc, mercury and concentrated HCl gives benzene ring connected to, here CO group becomes CH2, that is CH2 single bond CH3 plus H2O. The name of this compound is ethyl benzene. This type of reduction reaction is called Clemenson's reduction. This type of reaction is called as Clemenson's reduction. So for this you can write 3 examples. So next is Wolff-Kishner reductions. Wolff-Kishner reactions. So this is also very, very important. Carbonyl compounds, that is C double bond O, on treating with hydrazine, formula of hydrazine is NH2 single bond NH2. So first you should have to do carbonyl compounds on treating with hydrazine gives hydrazone. The compound name is hydrazone, that is C double bond N connected to single bond NH2 plus H2O. This is hydrazone. So this is hydrazine and this one is hydrazone. This is carbonyl compounds, whether it may be aldehyde or maybe a ketone, on treating with hydrazine gives hydrazone. Hydrazone, that is single bond C, double bond N connected to single bond NH2. So this is hydrazone on treating with potassium hydroxide and ethylene glycol at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin. This is so hydrazone obtained on heating with potassium hydroxide and ethylene glycol at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin. So get reduced to hydrocarbon. That is CH2 plus nitrogen gas is liberated. This is hydrocarbon. That is reduction to hydrocarbons is nothing but Wolff-Kishner reduction. This type of reaction is called Wolff-Kishner reduction. So let us study some examples. So regarding Wolff-Kishner reduction. First you take aldehyde. So that is aldehyde is acetaldehyde. For all purposes, you take acetaldehyde, is better. So acetaldehyde on treating with hydrazine. So gives CH3 single bond CH double bond N connected to single bond NH2 plus H2O. This is acetaldehyde. Hydrazone. Acetaldehyde hydrazone. CH3 single bond CH double bond N connected to single bond NH2. Acetaldehyde hydrazone on treating with reducing agents like potassium hydroxide and ethylene glycol at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin. It is heated at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin in presence of potassium hydroxide and ethylene glycol gives CH3 single bond CH3 plus N2. CH3 single bond CH3 plus N2. The name of that compound is ethane. Same hydrocarbon, that is ethane. So whatever you get in Clemenson's reduction, that product will be formed. But first you should have to convert it to hydrazone. The hydrazone formed is get reduced to hydrocarbons. This type of reaction is called as, so that is Wolff-Kishner reduction. Second example, if we take acetone, CH3, COCH3, acetone on treating with hydrazine, water molecule is eliminated to give acetone hydrazone. On treating with hydrazine gives acetone hydrazone. This is acetone hydrazone. Acetone hydrazone CH3 single bond CH3 double bond N connected to single bond NH2 on treating with reducing agents like potassium hydroxide, ethylene glycol at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin gives hydrocarbons. That hydrocarbon is CH3, CH2, single bond CH3 plus N2 gas. The name of that hydrocarbon is propane. If we take acetone, so propane is fun. Okay, so likewise, third example for this one is acetophenone. You take acetophenone, that is benzene ring connected to COCH3. Acetophenone on treating with hydrazine, single bond NH2, single bond NH2. So water molecule is eliminated. So you're going to get benzene ring, so connected to C, double bond N connected to single bond NH2 connected to single bond CH3. This is acetophenone hydrazone. Acetophenone hydrazone. Acetophenone hydrazone. This is single bond CH3, double bond N connected to single bond NH2 on treating with reducing agents like potassium hydroxide, ethylene glycol at a temperature of 453 to 473 Kelvin. So get reduced to, it is benzene ring connected to CH2, single bond CH3 plus N2 gas. The name of that compound is ethyl benzene. Ethyl benzene. This type of reduction is called Wolff-Kishner reduction. Wolff-Kishner reduction. Wolff-Kishner reduction. So this is very important. So I have given three examples: acetaldehyde, acetone, and another one is acetophenone. Acetophenone. So this is about reduction reactions of aldehydes and ketones. So next reactions is oxidation reactions. Next, the third reaction is oxidation reactions. So this is also important for examination point of view. Aldehydes differ from ketones in their oxidation reactions. Aldehydes differ from ketones in their oxidation reactions. Aldehydes can be reduced to carboxylic acids. Aldehydes can be, oxidized to aldehydes differ from ketones in their oxidation reactions. Therefore, aldehydes can be oxidized to carboxylic acids using strong reducing agents like, that is common reducing agents like nitric acid, potassium dichromate, and potassium permanganate. Even aldehydes can be oxidized to carboxylic acids using mild oxidizing agents such as Tollens reagent as well as Fehling's reagent. Tollens reagent as well as Fehling's reagent. Okay, but ketones can be oxidized to carboxylic acids difficultly. So therefore, ketones can be ketones can be oxidized to carboxylic acids very difficultly. You should have to use some oxidizing agents, that is strong oxidizing agent at elevated temperatures. At elevated temperatures. Therefore, they can also be oxidized to carboxylic acids containing lesser number of carbon atoms. Containing lesser number of carbon atoms. So I am going to write first. That is the general reactions of aldehydes. That is RCHO. Aldehydes can be oxidized to carboxylic acids by using oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, or even nitric acid can also be used. So therefore they are oxidized to carboxylic acids RCOOH. RCOOH containing same number of carbon atoms. We take one such example, that is CH3CHO aldehyde. Acetaldehyde on oxidation using these oxidizing agents, that is KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 or nitric acid, to give CH3COOH. CH3COOH. This is acetic acid. This is acetic acid. This is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde can be oxidized to carboxylic acid, that is acetic acid, containing same number of carbon atoms. Containing same number of carbon atoms. Okay, they can be easily oxidized. But it is difficult to oxidize ketones. But ketones can be oxidized to carboxylic acids at elevated temperatures using some oxidizing agents. That the reaction can be written as CH2 single bond C double bond O connected to single bond CH2 connected to single bond R dash. So therefore carboxylic ketones can be oxidized to carboxylic acids. You take carbon atom 1, 2, 3. Here cleavage of carbon atoms will take place to give. So first one, that is RCOOH plus R dash CH2COOH. Here, so cleavage of carbon 1 and carbon 2 takes place. Here, cleavage of carbon 1 and carbon 2 takes place. RCOOH, and another one is R dash CH2COOH. Both are carboxylic acids containing lesser number of carbon atoms. And another one, so you're going to get, that is, second one is RCH2COOH plus R dash COOH. Here, cleavage of carbon 2 and carbon 3 bonds will take place. Here, cleavage of carbon 1 and carbon 2 bond, and here cleavage of carbon 2 and carbon 3 bond takes place in ketones. If you take example for this one is, if you give RCH3, CH2, CO, single bond CH2, single bond CH3 on oxidation. So using oxidizing agents, you are going to get CH3COOH plus CH3CH2COOH. This is acetic acid. This is acetic acid. And this one is propionic acid. 3 carbon atoms is propionic acid. So you are going to get mixture of acid, it is acetic acid and propionic acid. And another one, if you write propionic acid and acetic acid will be formed. In this, that is cleavage of carbon 1, carbon 2 bond takes place, and another one is cleavage of carbon 2 and carbon 3 bond takes place. So write another one, you are going to get CH3CH2COOH, and another one is CH3COOH. Here, so cleavage of carbon 2, carbon 3. Here it is cleavage of carbon 1 and carbon 2 takes place in oxidation reactions. Okay, so this is about, so that is oxidation reactions of aldehydes and ketones. So using this, so you can take test to distinguish between, so that is aldehydes and ketones. Next is test to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones. Test to distinguish between aldehydes and ketones. So this is also important for examination. So it will be asked for 2 marks. So give a test to distinguish between, so that is aldehydes and ketones. That the 2 test is, what is first test is tolerance reagent test and the second one is Fehling's reagent test. You take first one, that is tolerance test, and the second one is Fehling's test. So I'll explain first, that is tolerance test. So this is important in theory as well as in practical examination also. They will ask the questions from these two. Okay. So first one is tolerance test. So in order to carry out a tolerance test, you should have to explain what is tolerance reagent. So in the examination for 1 mark, they will ask what is tolerance reagent. Tolerance reagent is nothing but ammonical silver nitrate solution. Ammonical silver nitrate solution is called tolerance reagent. Ammonical silver nitrate solution is called tolerance reagent. Ammonical silver nitrate solution is called tolerance reagent. Okay. So therefore, how we are going to prepare tolerance reagent? So tolerance reagent is prepared by dissolving silver nitrate solution in ammonium hydroxide. Tolerance reagent is prepared by dissolving silver nitrate solution, that is AgNO3 in ammonium hydroxide. Silver nitrate and ammonium hydroxide solution is dissolved in water to give, so that is ammonical silver nitrate solution called as tolerance reagent. Therefore, the formula of tolerance reagent is AgNH3 twice plus OH minus. So this is the formula of silver nitrate solution. AgNH3 twice plus OH minus is the formula for, so that is tolerance reagent, that is ammonical silver nitrate solution prepared by dissolving silver nitrate in ammonium hydroxide. So this is the formula. Okay. In this, the silver ions are reduced to metallic silver. The silver ions are reduced to metallic silver. Okay. So tolerance reagent. So the preparation, I am going to write the reaction for preparation of tolerance reagent. 2AgNO3 plus 2NH4OH. So giving rise to Ag2O plus 2NH4NO3 plus H2O. 2AgNO3 plus 2NH4OH gives rise to Ag2O plus 2NH4NO3 plus H2O. So this is silver oxide. Okay. In this reaction, the silver ions are reduced to metallic silver. So this is the preparation of, that is tolerance reagent. When freshly prepared tolerance reagent is added to aldehyde, and it is heated on a water bath. water bath. Water bath. So shining silver mirror or black precipitate of silver is formed. Shining silver mirror or black precipitate of silver is formed. In this reaction, the aldehyde RCHO is get reduced to RCOO minus, that is carboxylate anion. So that reaction can be written as RCHO plus AgNH3 twice. AgNH3 twice plus 2AgNH3 twice plus 3 OH minus here. So that is aldehyde RCHO is get oxidized to carboxylate anion. RCHO is get oxidized to carboxylate anion RCOO minus plus shining silver mirror, that is metallic silver, 2Ag plus 4NH3 plus 2H2O. So this is the reaction when aldehyde is added to freshly prepared ammonical silver nitrate solution called as, that is Tollens reagent. So the shining silver mirror or black precipitate of silver is formed. In this, the silver ions are get oxidized to that is metallic silver, and aldehyde it's get oxidized to carboxylate anion. So this is about Tollens test. Okay, thank you. So tomorrow we are going to continue, that is Fehling's test.